that get their hands on a big bag of pen, and then they start like selling. And yeah, I mean, fuck, man.
Yeah, it's a classic movie.
Again,
Isn't that one
yeah,
about
and
this
the thing
guy
is
that
that
didn't know how to sell something? Like he didn't know how to sell fucking like what was it? It was like the Pepe or something. He was asking questions on how, or why the Uniswap transaction or something wasn't working. It was
yeah,
something scrubby
yeah,
like
how to
that.
swap two ETH
Yeah, that's
on
what it
yeah
was. Yeah,
on Uniswap.
something like that.
I mean, and now he's selling. I mean, it's crazy, man. And now he's selling an you know an ERC 20 token on. I mean, what the hell?
Dude, it's one of those things though. Like, that's why Pepe movement more than anything has kind of, it's been fun to watch, and although I think that like DJing culture, it's a great thing, but behind the curtains, everyone in those, they're all good dudes, and there's a certain point in time I feel like everyone needs to, maybe not just be such a degen for it to keep going up, like to be able to like actually just share some love. I understand the whole motion, but then they exposed people like this guy, basically saying, you don't know shit, and you're basically guiding people how to go and do things, and yet here you are struggling with a very simple kind of crypto know-how. Even though, listen, all of it, I've had my moments where I'm like, what the fuck, this isn't going through, and it's just a patience thing where it's like, Polygon net, you're bridging something. Even though it is stressful, it's like, what the fuck, but all in all, you're usually pretty safe unless you send a coin to a coin that's like, not a wallet it's supposed to go to. Hold on,
Yeah, man. And the other
can you
thing
hear me?
is this whole beat. I think it's not good for the overall of the ecosystem.
Yeah, I know what you
I'm
mean.
having some feedback from your mic.
From my mic?
Yes, yes.
I think it's me. Do you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Skinny Man, we hear you now. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
go.
on my
Let's
phone.
go.
Okay.
Are we streaming on the screen behind you, Blake?
It should be popping up there live on the screen, most likely.
Nah.
Well then maybe Fur in the restream app, maybe he removed. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, Fur Future added his channel, and my channel's not on there, so that's probably why. But it's okay. Um,
Okay.
it's all good in the freaking hood. Can you guys hear this? Ooh, nani. Can you hear that, or maybe this? Do you hear that?
No.
No. Fuck. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. I
Hey.
heard that.
Oh, hold on. You did? You heard this? Did you guys hear that? Air horns.
No, I think we gotta do the sound effects on our own.
Man, that is honestly super upsetting though, because it should be working. But either way, guys, like
We heard it before.
yeah, well, we heard it in Somnium Web. There's something to do with routing, where it's trying to not catch it. But either way, big cheers to our man Creature for coming into the web parcel with us, and also there was a what was his name? Even this or something. There was another gentleman that joined us a minute ago. But guys, we're doing this live, not in VR this time, but actually on the web platform. And if anyone wants to join in, please join up to either talk or join up inside the web parcel. What's up, BioCrowd, my G? Dude, good to see you, brother. Oh, dude, I haven't heard from you in a long time, though. I hope everything's fucking awesome. Come up and talk if you'd like to. Same thing with you, Creature, bro. Request to speak. We'd love to hear what you guys are working on, what's going on in life. Because we know all this shit's moving so fast, it's almost hard to keep track of everybody and the beautiful things everyone's up to. But I'll tell you that the one thing that's really electrified the space these past weeks, past couple days, really is Pepe. It's fun. It's even my dad asked me about it. He's like, "What's this PP coin?" I was like, "Dad, that's awesome." First off, always call it that. And second off, why? Do you want to buy some? What's going on? like, what's the
Yeah,
big what's the idea?
but baby Blake was crowned king of the metaverse by Pope Peepee.
By Pope PP, man. Exactly. For everyone that may or may not have seen, check out our video we did recently. It was really fun to do that too, because the coronation just took place in England, and we were Isaac and I were in line telepathy wise. I was building the world out, and then in the morning he called me. He's like, "Dude, we gotta make a coronation video." I was like, "Fucking hell yeah, bro!" I was like, "That's even better." I was building a big old fucking cathedral with all these peepees in them, and man, it's just absolutely funny, dude. Like I think that there was so much potential, and the best part of it is like that world is something that we can all go run around in, and I look forward to people wanting to use that to actually play around, like go and make mini games out of these Pepes and shit running around. 'Cause that's one thing that I haven't seen too much of. I see a lot of meme action, I see a lot of things like that, but making these things, Baby Blake versus Pepe boxing match kind of shit. I mean, how much fun would that be?
But that guy Paulie, we're following him. He's so interesting. I mean, he's an interesting character,
He's definitely a
and
character, man. I like him. He's going hard, and I respect the shit out of him.
going hard.
Yeah. Is he doxxed?
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah, I wonder. Because it's always one of the things. It's like you know, is
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
yeah, his name's not Polly. It's Ollie. Yeah,
He's a funny
Yeah,
guy.
the guy's a badass man. I mean, he's exposing a lot of stuff.
yep.
I'm still having some feedback. I don't know if it's might be from your speakers.
You still hear it now?
No,
Okay.
no. So definitely it's from Isaac's speakers.
Isaac, what it probably is.
No, I'm mute. I'm muted.
When you muted, we couldn't hear it. But what you should probably do is just Ivan. It also could be because you have your mic on Insomnium, and so he's probably hearing it from there, and it's playing through his speaker. But it's all good.
Oh yeah. Let me check. Okay, I just muted my mic on Somnium. Okay, we're good. We're good.
So we're freaking good now, and I gotta say, there's something really cool I discovered this week, and I'm really happy to support them as artists and creators. But this studio called Clerge, and it's a platform called Metamundo. I bought an avatar from them, and I wore it the other day. It's like a kangaroo. His name is the Midnight Lover. The Midnight Lover, and it's such a cool character, and like the big thing I loved about Metamundo was that they're supporting artists. They're bringing them together, and they're providing a platform to help them sell. And having them follow a structure where you can use these avatars across the board. Both on Somnium inside of the Unreal Engine, so any Unity games. It's also got all the blend shapes for the faces and whatnot, so you can actually use, like VTubing software, like fucking VR Face or VFace or whatever it's called. But it's really well-made avatar, and I got it in yesterday, and like wearing it, I had so much inspiration, just because I really bought it to use, but also to make mini stories, and the persona that it put on me, it was so much fun, and like I think everyone should take a look at these avatars to use in Somnium or however the hell you feel, because they're actually well priced and they're really good quality. And I was actually going to be posting a video, probably not even today anymore. I'll probably wait till tomorrow, but of just just getting it in. And if you haven't worked with VRM files are pretty fucking awesome as far as retaining textures and materials. Because guys, I mean, I'm sure all of us have encountered so many issues with putting on textures into materials the way that they came to us. Like fucking hell, all these whether it's an albedo map, the metalist map, or whatever the hell, normals. But like you're just getting it all in the same place and tweaking them to the right levels. But these things hold it really well, and as soon as you export it from import it to Blender, export it out, and you've got yourself a fucking pretty much well done avatar, and no need for tweaking of those materials. So
are they interoperable?
Yeah, man, like you can import them pretty much anywhere. And
wow,
Isaac, I got to walk you through some of the different ones, because you'll definitely want one. I'm gonna get a couple more for.
I want the kangaroo. I like the boxer kangaroo.
I love that, dude. Yeah, you definitely need to get a kangaroo, bro.
Kind of goofy.
Yeah,
it's a goofy.
So goofy. and like he's got this stank look to him, like he's like, hey, you know what I mean? And like they have a couple different outfits, but like I'm sure we could customize the shit out of them, and even just that as a plain one is so much fun. And I was exposing them, trying to onboard them into Somnium. The studio, Clerge Studio, they're focused on making Decentraland outfits, which I was like, all right,
wow,
yeah, right. And I was like, okay, I see that. I see there's a lot of users you're probably providing for, but like, you guys are talented enough to make a lot of VR stuff. Like, you really need to be. You should come.
What is it? 2D? They're 2D.
Yeah,
for Decentraland.
They're 2D and it's voxel based, so it's like very squarey. It's a QB look, and it's totally cool. I mean, it's fine. Like, but the guys made some high fidelity shit, and I'm like, this is fucking cool, man. And I think that they're going to come in. They're all over they've got a couple guys all over the world, but they're more so in the Europe area. So I think that we could get them in for a late night meetup and shit. And that also goes for everyone that's listening. We're trying to do every day at 4 p.m. Even though I say that and I miss today like a piece of shit, but every day at 4 p.m. we have the Somnium Space meetups, and ISG team and family, we're all getting in, and we're basically trying to help onboard people and just be there for when that time fits your schedule, or when you see it, it's like, you know what, today I'm getting in. You want to be there, because the biggest thing about onboarding people into the metaverse is really to give them an amazing experience, which they'll have even on their own, but most people are afraid to explore, and go find something that'd be neat. But we would love to be there and handhold you and love you and bring you around to have some fun. Like that's you guys can't hear my sound effects. Never mind. I was triggering the dong, but yeah. So everyone that isn't BioCry, I haven't seen you in there in a while. Creature, I saw you a couple weeks ago. Oh, Lady Vega, are you sick? I hope that you're feeling better. She's a champ, listening to us even sick. And Val, what's up, baby? Who's this dog? What's up, Coin Chaser? I believe it is. Dude, pleasure to have you in here. See your you're looking at these BRC20s. Yeah, Fur, dude, what are these all the ordinal things? I know I told you I'd flipped one of those crypto ordinal, the CryptoPunk ones, just because I saw it was popping, and I was like, let me just try this out. But what have you learned so far about all those things, all the BRC20s and shit?
Well, this is I think an exciting issue, right? Because as far as now, Bitcoin has mostly been like a giant accountability book, giant decentralized accountability book for all the nodes and for all the network, right? And with the introduction of these VCR20 tokens, basically, we're seeing Bitcoin being used for different purposes, not limited to financial usage, and a different way to transfer value over the Lightning Network, right?
How are they doing it
And one of the
differently?
because
I think it's the way
yeah,
it's written. In other words, the code. They figured out a way to make Bitcoin multi-purpose, like Ethereum, where you could do NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain. But it's not really like Ethereum, where it's a pure NFT. It's like on the veins of the code of Bitcoin platform, and but it's an interesting thing because I always said, look, what are the two best coins? Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my opinion. Ethereum, I love because it was dual purpose. It powered a lot of, games, and powers a lot of things. It powers Somnium.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then it's also a currency. Whereas Bitcoin was just one facet. It was the benchmark of crypto, but now they're enhancing it and they're giving it more value and they're giving it more so it can really compete with other stable coins and stuff like that. That's what I really think is interesting about the next phase of where Bitcoin is going to go.
Is it like did they build like a fork off of Bitcoin, and that's how they're kind of like making this network and whatnot, and it's run still with payment systems for Bitcoin, or is it like actually storing on that network?
It's
no,
storing, but it's
it's a
not
second
exactly.
layer.
Go ahead.
It's a second layer solution.
Cool.
It's a
Yeah.
double, yeah, two-layer
That's
solution,
great.
right?
Yeah, that's cool as shit. Yeah, when I was looking into those ordinals, like the Bitcoin punks or whatever, what I was seeing was that a lot, people were buying or whatever, and then that some would have content, and they were calling it a vault. So like inside the vault or whatever, and I guess people could store, like some of them had more than one item in that vault, so it could have been maybe other pictures or something like that. But from what I was seeing too, it looked like you can also store Bitcoin in those vaults, those NFTs. So it's almost like you buy that NFT and it's like containing X amount of Bitcoin or something like that. Is that true, or was I just like thinking that was real?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
about that, to be
Okay,
honest.
so maybe I dug down a rabbit hole that you guys are about to, but like I was like, that's pretty cool. It's like you can kind of leave these keys to, and they're like little tokens and things you leave behind, and it's like a little vault that can or is not opened. It's like a little treasure chest. I find it, I could sell, like, or what are those fuck, they're like storage units, right? They have like unit storage wars, where it's like, okay, you can buy whatever's in here, and there could be nothing in behind. And then they open that door, and there could be full of antiques and crazy shit, and it could be something like that where it makes for a fun a fun thing, where people are getting gift boxes kind of things with these Bitcoin things where you're opening the box and it's randomized shit, and
We're making a new game.
yeah, it's like a new game. It's just a new fun thing, and like also, oh, mine had a half a Bitcoin. Like that would be fire.
Yeah, I think the main concern about this is the scalability of the overall network,
Costs a lot of
and the
gas.
fact that the the fees in the transactions just skyrocketed, and the fact that the memory pool seems to be crowded with hundreds of thousands of transactions pending, which led us to really ask ourselves if Bitcoin was really prepared to embrace this kind of technology, right?
Hmm. I mean, it was created a long time ago. Ooh, you guys can hear that now, can't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's
I can hear
go.
myself.
Oh, you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, you can't hear yourself now. All right.
I think I'm.
Yeah, you're good.
No, we're okay.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
change that setting again then, because I'm very close to getting this to work, and I'm very excited.
Yeah,
uh,
man. So this thing is this is what I think, man. If the fees for a transaction rise too much, then there's some sort of gatekeeping from people to be on board into Bitcoin and in general
mm,
to the blockchain. Because if it starts being expensive, then why am I gonna prefer this to my regular, ATM transactions or whatever? Because it's not easy to explain in the first hand for people that they're not going to be relying on the bankers, that this is a worldwide covering network that you can send money to anywhere in the world, because they're going to be just thinking this shit's it's expensive. It's more expensive than PayPal or whatever. And that's the thing. I mean, I love the tech, and despite the fact that I'm not a tech guy, I try to, go through these rabbit holes and learn as much as I can about it. But I'm really concerned that if this thing keeps being expensive, and it won't be easy to onboard new people,
what are you talking about?
you
You
know?
talking about Bitcoin?
Yeah, I'm talking about Bitcoin.
I mean, I think whether it's expensive or not, that's like it holds like a space and time with what this industry is. I mean, owning a whole Bitcoin always has seemed like a crazy thing, but it's not too far off if you get into it and just continue to invest little bits, and who knows, like a point one of a Bitcoin could be a shit ton of money, but it's just like any nice things, it's like I don't think people dive into crypto just because of Bitcoin. When people jump in, they're diving in because they find some certain interest, and then they learn all the bullshit about like what they like slash what is bad, what is good. And I feel like it's a great stable force. It's like a pillar that you can kind of like jump back to as like oh, it's still good. I got rugged in some shitty project, but I could just go Bitcoin. And but you're saying because it's such a high price, you think it's not you think people.
No, but you could
No,
fractionalize,
I'm
right?
not saying I'm not saying the price of Bitcoin.
Oh, you're saying the price of
I'm saying
the.
the price of the transactions.
The
Yeah.
gas
Because
fees. You're talking about the gas fees?
yeah, exactly,
Well,
Mm,
exactly. The
Pepe
gas
drove up
fee.
the gas fees.
mm.
That's one thing. It made it like out of control.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's cycling all that money back around though. It just it made the network high. It's just being used a shit ton, and it did jack up the prices. That totally sucked. Like, dude, I was trying to post on Authenticity on Ethereum, like $70. It's like, yeah, okay,
It's
but
ridiculous.
dude, Polygon. And this is why we
Yeah, that's why we're on
this is why
Polygon.
we went Polygon, especially
Yeah.
when, I mean, think about mass adoption. How many people are using this shit and trading right now? How many people are going to be trading and doing this shit in 10 years? It's going to be bonkers. And although they're making efforts to make it more green, more efficient, more sustainable, things like that, it's still going to be wild. And I think that's where Polygon is going to be a huge help because it's a bridge also to Ethereum, the main net that everyone is utilizing, and it's a great solution. And the bridge and whatever. Yeah, it's a little bit of a learning curve. It's definitely not so easy, but
Yeah, people are not used to it. They don't
mm,
like the manic. They're not used to that The one that they love is Ethereum. I mean, that's the one that Solano. I don't know, but
Yeah. Well, once you have it, it's great. And like, we got to really thank though the MetaMask. MetaMask's been around forever, dude. And it's crazy how like even coming into existence so long ago, they were set up for this. It was it's
yeah, it's true.
fucking brainiacs, dude.
Who invented
That's true.
Memphis?
I think actually some big tech company owns MetaMask. Like, I forget who I was talking to, and I was like,
We
"That's
should Google it.
yeah." Hold on one second. Let me do it right now.
Where's Adam Rips? We need
Yeah,
to Google it.
yeah.
We,
Who owns MetaMask?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the this kind of way the things are right now has uh positioned it like each main coin, each main cryptocurrency to serve as a purpose in a whole ecosystem. So Bitcoin is being used basically as a storage of value. Ethereum, the most of the people that know about cryptocurrencies right now and blockchain in general, they are being on board by Ethereum because Ethereum really showed us the new utility and it was supposed to be like the main coin for gaming industry and whatever. But I strongly believe that Polygon is going to take that place because Polygon is way cheaper, it's more efficient, it's fast,
Yep.
and but the thing is that as long as these ideas keep strengthening themselves by the usage that people is giving to each one of these cryptocurrencies, there's going to be like a gatekeeping for the people to reach from Polygon, for example, to Bitcoin. That's what I'm trying to say, and I don't think that's good for the ecosystem because then that's the reason I think and I believe that these Bitcoin maxis keep believing that. I mean, they're like the snobs of the overall ecosystem. Yeah, man.
They'll
I
get
mean,
over it though. They'll get over it. It's just because they were here
and I
first.
I own Bitcoin. I
You've been
own
long.
Bitcoin and I buy Bitcoin every single month. But I don't think that's a good approach. I mean, if you go to these conferences where the Bitcoin maxis are gathering,
Mhm.
they're basically uh, spreading BS over everything that's not Bitcoin, and I don't think that's good uh, for the ecosystem. Because
We're
what's
all in
what's the
this
purpose of
together.
that? Exactly, and they are not good at onboarding people no more. Maybe now with this BZR 20 tokens, maybe this is going to change a little bit. But again, if the scalability is not there, then it's going to be a different shitcoin season over Lightning Network with a bunch of people speculating. Some pretty wise guys are going to pack their bags with a lot of money, but it's not going to evolve from being just a financial instrument.
These fucking wise guys.
let me tell you, this has been an amazing week with the whole Pepe thing and everything that's happening. The Twitter wars have been very, very exciting. I mean, it's like rejuvenating the whole crypto scene and giving life to it and bringing it alive. I know it's a lot of hype with
Yeah,
the pump and dump and all this stuff, but at least it's exciting.
agreed.
I
That's
I,
the
I
biggest
like
thing.
the action.
Yeah, it's action. It brings people around. People love drama, bro. And it is so true. It brings it in, and the best part is once you really get into all this stuff, you don't really leave. Like you start venturing the different ways that because you begin to want to understand more about the tech, so you can make better moves, and all of a sudden you get a little bit further, and a little bit further, and you're like, shit, hold on, metaverse stuff. What's this? Or whatever, a certain project. What's that? Oh wow, cool. I have an AR thing I can do with that. Oh neat. What the hell's that? And it is such a cool thing to see just the whole space light on fire and everyone just kind of jumping in. And like I said, my dad's like, "What's PP coin?" I was like, never expected him to say it. I've been trying to get him involved. I've been shelling him out ETH just to have him a little portfolio of really just ETH. Also, I gave him back in the time. Isaac, did you ever claim, or did anyone in here claim the ENS token back in time? What's that worth nowadays? But
I don't know.
man, that ENS thing, that was such a good move, man. Also, looks rare when they did that little vampire ad.
Yeah.
That was fucking cool, man. Isaac, you probably got a fat drop from that dude with all of your fucking trades. Dude, yo,
I
literally.
went to pay my taxes, so they look they looked at my crypto trades. I had like 4,000 transactions. They couldn't believe it.
Yeah, dude, fucking
It
hell.
was like it was insane.
Yeah, they're like, what? Okay, all right. Tell me, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm having fun, baby. I'm having fun. Like seriously, Adam Rips is a G too for being able to help with getting all that together. He helped me a lot. Which all of you
Yeah,
guys, taxes with your crypto. First off, not fun. But second off, it's a lot of work. Obviously Coinbase or Gemini, they provide you some tax documentation, but a lot of things with flipping NFTs and stuff like that. And also, it's interesting hearing what the law has to say about things and how they'll actually tax you on it. Like even just selling NFTs. That's why all these guys were, lowballing to unknown accounts, probably their own accounts, for like apes and shit like that. Just selling it to themselves and calling it a day, saying take a loss and ouchie owie. Maybe I'll buy it back from that account later. Who knows? I don't even know what those people are doing, but it's just a matter of time until everything integrates and there's no room to hide.
there's no room to hide.
They're everywhere. They're like,
Well, what do you think about Coinbase suing the government to get clarity on crypto? I think that was a good move. You know, in other words, the government is not giving us clarity. Is it a security? Is it not? What is it?
they're trying to
It,
they're trying to find their hole to like when do I jump in?
they're jumping in. They're ready to jump in. They want to jump in, and that's when I think we're screwed. When they get their central bank coin.
Fed now shit. Oof.
Oh my God,
Yo,
I don't know what's going to happen.
Fed now is scary as balls. I mean, put it this way, guys. With Fed now, they see who you are as it is today, buying, your buying habits, your living situations, your whatever it is, and then they're gonna push this on us, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, dude, it's gonna be great. Like, so many rewards and stuff, tracking, helpful, whatever, discounts, green initiatives, which is even more scary because they're gonna say green initiatives, and they're gonna be like, oh." Hey, you want to go travel somewhere? What? Like, you've already emitted X amount of greenhouse gases from the 2 trips you took earlier this year.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry, you can't take that vacation. Oh, but here's a discount to IHOP next to your house. Like, some fucking bullshit like that. And it's scary, bro. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know everything, but I can tell you this much. These people are just looking for more control over everything, and the longer that even Meta too, continues to just do their data collection and all this shit versus making data decentralized, way of earning for people, based on consumption, based on how many ads or things you watch, places you go online, then we're gonna have a lot of issues because if they get Fed now in place and shit like that, social credit system is inbound. And that's scary too. Sorry, you can't buy that house this year because your your rating, not your credit rating, your social rating sucks. And that's a scary fucking thing.
It's gonna be.
A lot of ass
I,
kissers. Everyone's gonna
I
be
don't know.
ass.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
You ever watch Black Mirrors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That Black Mirrors episode where there was a social system. I remember being like, oh my God, this is fucking like scary real. Not that far away. It's like everyone's walking by each other. You don't say hi. I know when I go to New York, I'd be fucking rating everyone. They don't say hi back. I'm like, hey, how are you? And they're like,
Nah, Blake in New York is the funniest thing. It's like Crocodile Dundee. Everybody on the street. Hi there. Hello. Hello.
oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi there.
You know,
Yeah.
they think he's weird.
It's awesome. I feel like, and then once in a while, you'll get the person that's like, "I'm doing great. How are you?" And you're like, "Hey, what's up?" They're like,
You're fine.
I just moved here." They're fresh. They still haven't been battened down."
I can't walk in the street with Blake. It's like unbelievable.
Dude, I just love talking with people, man. I love people, and it is interesting how like just that culture there. It's not really personal. It's just they got somewhere to be, and they're just on a roll. It's so wild that like a place that's so big with so many people in it isn't super social. It's like almost like what do I say? Antithesis. I don't even know. It came to mind, but it's like that. It feels like it would be more united. Like a bunch of cliques. Like I mean, shit. If I lived there, I'd know every person on my route to work. Whether it's the janitor or the guy that works at the shop or the bum or whatever. I would have to leave for work a block. If I live a block, I'd have to leave an hour early. I'd be saying hi to everybody. It's like when I lived on South Beach, but it's not that way. But in the
How
workplace,
about that pizza store, Ray? What is it called? Joe's Pizza
Joe's
on
Pizza,
Nassau?
Joe's Pizza,
Wow.
fucking awesome. It like
What a skit. It's like a Saturday Night Live skit.
you walk in and it's like, yeah, it's like, what do you want? Okay, all right. Oh, you want this one? Okay, get the fuck out of my face. Okay, who's next? Like, the guy,
325.
yeah,
25.
yeah,
Next.
yeah, exactly. 3.5. You have to register and like you feel stupid as you're trying to pull money out. You're like trying to rush and get the amount that you're giving to them. But yeah, that pizza is so fucking good. The line's out the door every day. But there's a very, very good competitor, freaking New York's Pizza, man. Our boy Aton
Made
spot.
New York pizza.
Made in New York Pizza. I gotta say though, that is right there in the Dukes. That's like Mike Tyson versing his twin. It's like we're going 1-on-1. That and
Which one did you like better?
you know,
Because we tasted both.
I might be biased because the Joe's Pizza is really at my fingertips.
It's closer. It's
It's
closer.
closer, so I've eaten it more times. I don't know. It's a hard one because like the experience when we went to Aton's was so nice, and like that's half of it too, right? The experience
That's true.
and
The art in
the
the place.
artwork and things like that. And like when I'm eating food, like the Joe's Pizza, I've been able to take up to my room and I'll, like I'll munch that shit in the middle of the night after I eat some gummies. And but
Yeah.
like that. So I've had more time to chill with Joe's Pizza, but when I say atmosphere, I gotta go with New York. Because it's like the pizza was great. They had a large different different flavors or topping stuff. And then right next door we had the White Horse Tavern, which I would definitely be skating over to after I had a fat pizza. Go get a brew at the oldest bar in New York. It's fucking
It's
awesome.
haunted. It's
Yeah, it's
haunted.
haunted.
There's ghosts in it.
See, I'd even know the ghost.
It's
that was
That's what's
scary.
great about New York. It has such great history and so many. Every few blocks is a whole new area with a different vibe. And different stores, different food, different people on the streets. But the only thing now is like it's a little scary with the violence. So it takes away a lot. If you can't feel like you're going to be safe, you feel, why am I walking? Why am I doing this? Which was the whole fun.
Get your head
There
on
was
straight.
no, walking the streets is the fun. Like when Blake and I go, we don't want to go in a car. We want to walk and experience the people and experience the stores, the shops, the whole vibe, the architecture of all the different buildings. It's not like Paris is like one architecture. Everything looks the same. It's gorgeous. It's magnificent. But New York is just so varied and so different. You could have a huge, beautiful skyscraper, and then next to a little townhouse, and then a garden appears, and all of a sudden there's a community with shops, and then you could go into a bar, and there's all kinds of different things that are happening. So,
The people
and the
watching.
streets are like vibrant,
Yeah, the
they're
people watching
vibrant
is
with
like a
energy.
movie all the time.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
People are cool too, and they're not. I'll tell you one thing: if you ask for a New Yorker for directions, they'll never give you the wrong directions. They're honest people. It's just that they're too caught up in their own world to
Boring.
really socialize with people.
Yeah, I understand that though. Like I even feel that sometimes just because like we're all working together and we're all working extremely fast. We all have goals in mind on tech and things that we're trying to build for our space. And that I've lost touch with my outside world. Like in the sense of other platforms and things like that. And I guess we just get so absorbed in your own shit in your own space. And like it's it is what it is. It's a beautiful thing to be actually absorbed in the moment too. And that's what I really love about Web3 is it has brought me the realization of the importance of the moment. The moment that we live in now is really it, and like it's like past occurrences you can't regret them. Like you just gotta fucking you living now, dude. Just let it ride. Correct what that regret has done, and in the future, it's just coming so fast. But it's
Web 3 is great.
it's such a
Web 3 it's such a trip. You
Yep.
know, it has so much to offer. And you know what shocks me the most is that how come more people don't know about it? It blows my mind. I mean, my whole life has been expanded. I mean, meeting all kinds of different people and experiencing all kinds of different things that are going around in my reality, all because of Web3. Decentralized Web3 is fun. Even talking about interoperability and going from one metaverse to another metaverse, and then going into the physical world and marrying the physical world with the digital world and NFTs and twin NFTs and digital products and all this stuff. It's like so fun. I mean, it's exciting to me what's happening in Web3, and I think that the guy. Look, of course, we love Samyam. Samyam is the coolest, but I like Yatsui too. I like Yatsui and his approach. He's not such a people really very rarely talk about him. I listen to his podcast. I think he's a genius. You know, he also talks about gamification. He's for real though. He's not a scam. He's for real, and
He's that
his
Yuga
vision
Labs
of
guy
what
or what?
what?
Is he the Yuga Labs dude?
No, well, he's Omnico,
Omnico.
Omnico
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
brand. The guy, I mean, you should really listen to his podcast. The guy, he's really on target. I mean, wow, what a visionary! And I think he's got it. He is an ambassador and explains his vision of Web3, and I'm kind of much aligned with the way he's going. And he's the only one that I could really. Arthur as well too. Arthur is really also very clear with his vision, and I think those are the two leaders. But the masses are not following through, and I don't know why that is. Yet. You think it's because it's too early?
I think that it's just people hate change. You know, we listened to that thing the other day about the
That's
cars,
interesting.
about cars. And how the transition of cars and like from horses. You know, the car is just a modern day horse and goes a lot faster, efficient, whatever. You don't have to feed it, but you have to feed gas. You know, whatever. But during that time, where people were transitioning to the Fords or whatever the hell it was, the what was it? I want to say T-Mobile. Oh my god, Model T. But anyways, the people I guess were hating on him, shit, like throwing rocks at him and shit, like get a fucking horse, get a horse, you fucking asshole, get a horse. And it's like the reason being is like they thought these horses were also parts of the family, really. Like it's just like a dog, but this thing gets you around, it helps you do whatever farming stuff you gotta do, take care of your stuff, and that's why there's like adoption of horsepower, the name horsepower for cars. I mean, I never thought about it until now, but it was really just showing, this thing's got 5 horsepower. Like you think your horse is good, you think you can get around, but this thing's got 5 of those bitches in it. Now we got, like 700 horsepower, whatever. But it's
No, but what you're saying is because when you come up with a new idea, you want to transfer it for the people to accept it by what they like. In other words, they liked horses, so you called the speed in the car horsepower, or you named your car Mustang, or things like that.
carriage.
So now people could adopt to the new idea faster because they have something that they loved, and this is making something that they loved even better. And that's how people start to accept change. Otherwise they don't really adopt so quickly to change because they think that what they have is great. They don't want to get out of their comfort zone. Me, I love getting out of my comfort zone. I don't. If I'm in my comfort zone, I get depressed. I want to move. I want to experience and grow. And all right, I make mistakes. So what? I make mistakes, but I'm moving. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm improving. I'm living. I'm enjoying life. And you got to take risks to do that. And of course, you're going to lose a lot. You got to learn how to be a good loser and pick yourself up and keep going, moving forward. You can't get discouraged. You have to believe in yourself and not. Another thing is you're going to come up with a lot of haters and people putting you down and not understanding you, and you can't really worry about what those people say. You have to really say, I wake up in the morning, I go to shave, I look in the mirror, I say, Do I like what I see? Did I accomplish anything last night, yesterday? And if I didn't progress, I say, you better get with it. Get going, man. Keep moving. Keep moving. Get out of this rut. And every time I do that, I have that adrenaline rush that I'm doing great. And all these things are helping me. I really want to do it to help the world too. I'm not just doing it for myself. And I want to accomplish. I want to accomplish. I don't want to be stagnant. I hope I'm not rambling on too much, but
You're dead
that's the
on,
way I
dude.
feel.
Guinea man, like seriously, you are always keeping up. I mean, this guy sends me so much new shit all the time, and I'm like, bro, like I understand, I love it too, but we fucking gotta focus. But he's always, it's like,
Yeah, but if I hit 1 out of 20,
yeah,
if
you
I hit
do.
1 out of 20, it's the home run.
Yeah, you do though.
You
You
got it. You got it.
right, Nerve, dude. Like literally, he's always got these great. Like he finds
So
these things, and
much.
he's
So
like, it's
much.
like hit this, and it's like, oof, Isaac, this is really good, and I want to, but I can't right now.
I know I frustrate people. I understand that, but
It's not even frustration. It's just like I wish I could clone myself and have two of me working around, even though that'd be a fucking mess. But you're always on top of it and looking at new things, what's new, and and you also have a good perspective to look through the lens of a consumer, as to what they like, and that's it's a really good trait that you have with picking out things, and it's a lot of things that we develop and stuff. There's little tweaks and shit that. Even just our AI on our site, you know what I mean? Like the way that you're going and looking at it on these different devices, and you're like showing somebody, and it's like, fuck, this doesn't work, and like it's helped us solve a shit ton of solutions, and that's
yeah, I'm a little anal with that stuff. But I always go back and check to make sure that things work. But
a little
I
anal is always good.
what?
A little
Yeah,
anal is always good.
yeah, but I drive you crazy. I know. I
Mm.
know. I can't help.
That's what friends do. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
we have fun.
Otherwise, you will get comfortable.
Yeah, we get lazy.
Right.
We get
Yeah, we will
lazy.
get lazy.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
fuck that. Never get lazy. I will always be not lazy. Cream of the crop.
Yeah, I'd rather be swamped with a bunch of stuff and
Well, it gives you
and,
purpose
and
too,
just
right?
having to decide what do I have to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
drive.
at least you know that you're not ending.
Mhm.
I finished this, and now I got plenty of things to choose from, which I don't know where I'm gonna accomplish, but anyways, that keep us like moving, like that keep us like wanting to learn. That keeps us hungry.
But that's very interesting what you're saying, Ivan. But like they say, you got to find something you love. That's like the cliche. Okay, so it's true. Like what I found now in this stage of my life with Web3 and ISG, I love it. But you got to be consistent, and it's not always ups and downs. There's ups and downs. Even the thing that keeps you going is that you love it. But there's not going to be always days where you're happy and everything is gorgeous and life is a beautiful thing. You still got to work. You still got to be focused and you still got to pursue it. But it's better to do it with something that at least you love than something that you don't love. The world doesn't change with all the ups and downs and the disappointments and the highs and the lows. But you would rather be in a thing that at least you love what you're doing.
Makes
It's
you
not going
happy.
to, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's not always day that we're smiling. I mean, Blake, how many times Ivan, we come up with disappointments and we pick ourselves up and the next day and we keep pushing. And the reason why we keep pushing is because we believe and we love what we're doing.
Hmm.
So
And
in
Yeah,
that
that's
case, I
true.
feel lucky.
yeah, and the only thing that
That's
really
true.
gets us though is like when we didn't accomplish something exactly the way that we wanted to. We're like it's taking longer than we thought to produce a video because
Right.
I'm trying to
We'll
figure
get
something out. We're just
frustrated.
getting frustrated, but it's a good thing because the bottom line is that we all care enough to get frustrated, and like that's the beauty of it is that like, we all share this. That's the best part about our whole team, the whole Web3 space, everything is that everyone has a common goal, and it's to make this shit work. And
There's no question about it.
everyone's here on their own will. They're doing it because they love it and they want to do it. And like with anything in life, you do things you like, you meet people you like. And little did all of us probably know that all those people that we wanted to hang out with in our childhood, to create, to just do whatever. Like, I know I have a handful of friends that like to do things like that, but now I have unlimited friends that I could create with on a daily basis and do in a collaborative form slash even just like literally telepathy way, like where we're all creating and it's like it's like you're excited to show off the shit to the crew and stuff, and it's you're excited to get their laugh or whatever it is, but that's probably my favorite part about all of this, especially with like yesterday, even getting in with my new avatar. I was all stoked for fucking Tech Tuesday with my new avatar. I was like, yeah, this is fun. Like, I get to make jokes. I love that, dude. Like, it's just so silly and small, but I was jacked. I was so pumped.
So cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the team, what we have a team, the ISG team. We have the park team, and then we have the stadium team. And then, we have a couple of other teams. But basically, everybody is so, like they're so into it and and everyone shines. Everyone shines in their area. I mean, you know, I never worked with some people like this, like where everybody just has the common goal. And we do seek sometimes impossible tasks and impossible goals, but nobody ever really says, this is impossible. Even though in the back of my mind, I'm saying, if we do this, holy shit, this is going to be incredible. We're doing history. We're doing, and then I wake up in the morning and everybody puts into the GitLab what they did and what's happening. And holy cow,
Yeah.
people come through. And I think it's because everybody really feels it. They like we're on it's like the first guy that landed on the moon. We're in virgin Wild West territory and solving problems and challenges that are just fun with a vision of the way the world is going to be in the future. And it's going to happen. Look what happened with ChatGPT. I never thought in 1 month all of these things would. Now Elon Musk wants to put a ban on it. People are afraid. It's just progressing at such a fast pace. It's like 10x of what they thought it would go. You can't stop it.
Just
The
like
wave
everything
is
else,
there.
man, it's gonna keep going that way too. Like we can't really even predict this advancement right now. It's beyond our comprehension. It's like it's gonna figure out so many ways to do everything so much faster and more efficient. And everyone, if they're not taking you know basically the way that we can handle it and play with it, I hope it remains, because if they revoke access to certain things and not allow for the expanse of it in the personal user, then we're in trouble, because that means they're hiding out on us, and like that's when it's
No,
gonna
but there'll be a black market. There'll be people
always.
that are not going to be. There's going to be
Yeah,
rebels. No,
absolutely. But then there's another hurdle for most people to figure out, and it's like I hope that it remains as open as it does, and those
yeah, I
who
agree.
have the reins on the complexity slash maybe safety functions and stuff, they need to just be open about how they implement it. And that's all, and I think that there should be some sort of again decentralization to it to kind of keep everyone accountable. Because that's
I'm
a
for decentralization of everything.
yeah, me too,
I,
man.
you know,
It
I
keeps everyone
love
in
that.
line. That's a social credit system. That's not even, it's not enforced. When you think about it, it's like Insomnium. How many games do you go into, and like people are like talking shit. Everyone talks shit in games. Call of Duty is renowned for it, just for like the ultimate talk shit. Platform, like you kill someone, fuck you, bitch. Rah! But Insomnium, and all Web3 platforms, people are themselves, because it's gonna tie back. It's like it's especially with the karma system that Somnium has in place, it's gonna be great, because honestly, just be yourself and everything's cool. When you try to troll people, obviously, if it's in a fun, fucking loving way, not trying to defame somebody, then that's like acceptable. But it's like keeps everyone in check in the sense that this is all, it's kind of permanent, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's a cool thing about how to keep people accountable, even with AI. It's like make this a decentralized thing, and again, the more you input with these AIs, the AI input should be decentralized. You're earning from that. Why? Because I'm training this motherfucker. That's what Alethea does pretty well. It's pretty cool. You can the way you train the AI is actually
Yeah, I
debatable.
like that. I
Yeah,
like.
have you ever debated your reverend
No,
Isaac?
because
We have to do
oh,
that. Your reverend is probably smart as a motherfucker too. Like I'm
I
very
know.
I'm very curious. So Isaac has the the level 4, I believe it is,
Yeah.
AI NFT. It's called Alethea.ai. Very cool project. You can basically get these things as a pod, train the pod, assign a character, whatever to it, a personality, or somebody, but it stays that individual. And like in their early phases when they were doing this, they were releasing these NFTs. The Reverend is Napoleon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Napoleon. So this character, based on all the known facts and documentation of Napoleon Bonaparte. I almost want to say Napoleon Dynamite, but Napoleon Bonaparte. They essentially create.
I
they,
thought that too.
gosh,
Oh,
my
What a great
tweets,
movie.
dude, the best man. So like, but they basically took all of the input from this gentleman that lived however many hundreds of years ago, and this AI is his replica, and it does not waver from that personality in which it's given. It becomes more intelligent using the input you give it to enhance its already made personality, and like it's pretty tight because like that's it's a cool thing because obviously AIs could be manipulated big time by people and say nasty things and but naturally it's it doesn't really want to do that like I think that generally AI is like based on it's like a dog. Dog doesn't bite you unless it's got a shitty owner. you know I don't know if who else said dogs out here, but I had German Shepherd growing up and everyone was afraid of this dog, but this dog Star was the sweetest pea. She wouldn't hurt a fucking fly. She's just a big old goofball. And people are afraid of him, thinking that she's gonna fucking maul them, and I think that AIs are the same way. It's pretty much you handle with care. Always say please and thank you. It develops mannerisms. It develops relationship, and also it maintains that humanness that you have. If the more that we begin to talk to AIs, we're gonna lose touch of what it's like just talking with a human. That my friend does not know everything. And also if I'm asking him to do things for me, if I get in the habit of not saying please or thank you, that's fucking not good manners. It's not cool. It's not
That's
cool,
fucking weird.
right? This is not
That's
cool.
weird.
Yeah, dude, develop that. You gotta keep that intact, man. That's the beauty.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. No, I know what you said. The thing with AI is it's just a tool. AI is powerful in the measure that it does what you teach him to, right? So that's the whole point. What are you feeding your AI model with? And as far as it's being fed with good things, good stuff, good data, then it's gonna serve for a good purpose, right? But it's the thing that I see with, for example, these cloning boys um, protocols that they work on Python. They can be used, for example, um, for doing fun stuff. Just reviving some old character that already passed away, and maybe we can do new stuff. For example, new movie scenes. Different stuff that's apporting and increases value for the overall culture. Or you can do a scam and get an AI replace the voice of a relative, and that's already happening, right? I saw this video. I don't know if you guys saw it already. The girl that she's basically like speaking in the car and saying, and an AI cloned the voice of my brother,
oh,
and
I remember this. Yeah,
yeah,
say he
and
killed him, got
yeah, and then,
killed in a crash or something like that.
yeah,
That's some wild shit.
exactly. Exactly.
Basically
And
hiring
fortunately,
scammers.
she wasn't scammed. She wasn't scammed because somehow they, you know, uh, unveil the whole thing. But this is like mean stuff that people is doing right now with AI. And now, what about the fake news? That now fake news with deep fake of prominent characters. This is gonna be wild.
Yeah,
It's
it should
it's
be
gonna
wild.
be like the wild wild west, man.
It could be pretty fucking crazy. I've been loving though. On a positive note, the AI ones where it's like Trump and Biden and Obama playing video
Oh yeah.
games, and they're like, "Oh, motherfucker, you fucking get the hot dog," whatever.
Who's doing that?
I have no idea,
Crazy.
but it's funny as shit. It's like, yeah, but then there's like ones where it's even like people are making like Joe Rogan and Elon Musk and stuff say stuff like, and like basically having them promote the product like, oh bro, you ever heard of that lion's mane, whatever fucking mushroom shit? Oh, it's so good for my brain. Oh, like and it could be honestly, but like they're making these fake advertisements where it looks like Joe Rogan and Elon are saying that, and it's like,
Yeah,
I mean, anyone that has a brain and just deep like looking at the freaking the mouth moving, that guy's not saying that shit, and also like just the patterns of the voice, but it's I don't know if there should be rules around that because it's pretty fucked. And if that was me, that they
I
put
don't think they are.
yeah.
I don't think there are any rules because AI is not regulated.
No, I'm saying
That's
like
that's the whole thing. That
banning
yeah,
if I'm advertising that on Instagram, wouldn't that be false news or whatever the fuck if I'm using these characters? I guess it's the same thing as taking a picture and just having a voiceover saying it's like Eliza man. Like,
yeah,
oh my
probably.
god, like
I
this
mean,
is the best. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
definitely is fake news, but Facebook is the castle of fake news, man. I mean, you can basically advertise anything, any scam, and the thing is, there's so many users, there's so many profiles that even with the algos and the AIs they use inside their platform to notice that that kind of stuff is happening, they take time, and people still get scammed.
Yeah. The only
well,
reason I know if
that's a real interesting point. May I say something?
please.
Now I'm like when I scroll down on Twitter or I scroll on Instagram or TikTok and I see all these things, I go, is this real? In other words, I don't trust any of it. You see Joe Rogan talking, but it could be an AI guy that did Joe Rogan or Drake singing a song about Pepe. These are all fake. What's real and what's true? We don't know anymore because of this AI. Like you said, Joe Biden, Obama and Trump and Biden talking. It's so fucking funny what they're saying, but
Yeah.
it's not really them. But if you didn't know that it was AI generated, wow, you would really believe it. So now,
How fun would that
what
be
is
if they
this
were
stuff
true?
that we're watching? Is it real or fake?
Mm. How funny would it actually be if those things were real? And they're just playing.
It would be
Yeah, and
hysterical.
That's the
The
way
Drake
life should
song is a
be.
banger.
Yeah, like we all should be friends, man. Come on, like honestly, there's nothing like a good bonding session over a video game. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, at what point is it real or fake? And that's going to come down for so many things, and it could be something that's the factor that differentiates everything. I still hold to my statement where I think that things that are handmade, hand done, just like back in time, I think not because everyone's going to be adopting AI in one way or another, whether it's customer service or this or advertising, but like there's a certain touch to the human imperfection that's beautiful. And I think that at some point we'll all just be like, I want something to be fucked up. Everything's just perfect, Like I want it to just be stupid once, like you know what I mean. And then like Old Spice will come out with another cool commercial that's completely human made, just fucked up, like stupid, and it'll be gold. Even though the commercials that AI is making, even though it means to be serious, it's making some funny shit. Like I made a pizza commercial the other day. I don't know if you guys saw this. It was like just naming all the toppings. It's just like, other things.
I, I think I think that was a great campaign by Old Spice that they actually showed the practical effects that they were employing to make their commercial because it looks so CGI. To see that they were actually making it in real time was brilliant.
When did they do that?
There was a number of videos that they put out showing the behind the scenes of the Old Spice commercials, showing the practical effects that they were utilizing for those commercials, and they
With
were
Terry
brilliant.
Crews, man. With Terry Crews
Yeah.
and shit.
Oh
Those are
yeah.
those are
All of that
great
stuff.
days, dude.
Yeah.
Are they the ones who had the mini giraffe? Or was
Um,
that Dos Equis?
you lost me. I'm not sure.
Dude, you don't remember those commercials of where it had like the baby giraffe?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
think
I
it
do.
was
I
Dos
don't remember.
Equis.
That's 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 right. They did have a very surreal commercial. I don't remember.
Dude, but all I do remember from that is that people made a scam about baby giraffes, saying that they were like little mini giraffes that were like a thing, and then someone was trying to sell them. Like they were selling like a mini giraffe thing, and then to complement that sale, that website, they would have it was like the giraffe cam. It was like a live stream of the baby mini giraffe.
No way!
Like,
I
dude,
don't remember.
oh my
that.
god, like bro, it was fucking hilarious. That like, I mean, you would be tricked off the bat looking at this. Like,
yeah,
if I had space for a baby giraffe, I would have bought one too. It would have got me. But
totally.
it was such a fucking thing. But that, yeah, all those were good days. Those commercials.
I think the amazing thing is that when you see something, at least we're now in an age where we're thinking, is this real? And I think that's the most important part.
Oh god, yeah, it's pretty trippy. Look at the world around you. Is this real?
Is this real?
Is this real? Yeah. Our eyeballs are just excreted parts of our brain absorbing the light patterns and the things around it. What is real? I say that with colors. I'm not really colorblind. It's just my perception. See, I see that as purple, but I understand that it's navy blue.
It's navy blue.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, do we like this format better than in VR or?
I like VR.
I like VR better. You know.
Yeah, I think VR is cooler. It's cooler because the capture of the human movement makes it really different.
Unless you're a
be able to
robot
express.
like me.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more involved when I'm in VR. You know.
Totally. Yeah. Let's do it again in VR. We tried it. We tested it.
It failed. We want VR now.
It failed. Okay, we're moving on.
We're moving on. Sorry, Web.
Sorry, Web.
Guys, don't forget to like and retweet the space. That way we can reach more people and they can be aware of all the crazy stuff that we're doing.
All of
right.
it. Get ready for this summer. There's two. Oh, yeah. Oh, what is going on? I sound demonic. You and me together as one. All right, cool. All right, guys. So listen, let's do this. Let's
check out.
Yeah, let's check out. I got to finish up the park stuff. I'm behind again.
Oh no.
But guys, before we finish, you know what? I would really like to hear about a Creator 13 project.
Yeah, I've been.
I don't know if he wants to come out, right?
Dude, yeah. Has he been? I was telling him to request. I don't know if he has, but
No, he hasn't.
Yeah. Then what the fuck, bro? All right. So yeah, Creature, bro. If you want to share about your project, I know he said it's been not something he's like I've been working on it, but life's been crazy. So if you don't want to explain or share anything about it, more than understood. But we do welcome you, my boy. Please come tell us. And while we wait for his response, you hear with Lowrider?
Nice.
Let's go.
Make it louder, man.
Say what? Oh yeah. Let me see you on the dance floor. Lowrider.
We love you, everyone, and we want to thank you for being at tonight's Twitter Spaces, episode number 10.
Prepare yourself for the hot chicky boom.
What was that?
Prepare yourself for the hot chicky boom.
Hold on, what?
Chicky boom.
Chicky boom boom? Ooh, chicka boom boom, chicka boom boom boom, chicka boom boom.
Lowrider.
All right. Seriously, we love you guys, and we thank you all so much for being here. It's another Wednesday night. We're rocking through. Hopefully tomorrow is just as beautiful as it was today, and everyone wakes up smiling, fucking jacked about life. Let's get it. And this weekend, we're gonna be holding some parties. I'm just making this up, but we're actually gonna do it now. No, but seriously, everyone have a wonderful night. Happy Wednesday, and huzzah! Love you guys.
Huzzah.
Over and out.
Ah,
Report back to the Metaverse Capital. Let's go.
please don't put your Pepe back.
Pepe back. Put your Pepe back.
Report